first appearance in Doctor Who was in Series 2, the Cyberman episodes, and I went for an open audition not actually knowing what the audition was for. And there was about 50 guys that turned up at the old BBC studios, and we spent a day with the choreographer Elsa Burke, and we did various exercises, spatial awareness, movement, marching, walking around with our eyes closed. So we spent a whole day doing that, and at the end of the day we were actually told it was an audition to be the Cybermen in Doctor Who, and by the way, we can't tell anyone. And fingers crossed, I was waiting for the phone call, and I eventually got the phone call. We went to Millennium Effects that made the Cybermen costumes, tried on the Cybermen, and the rest is history, really. Once we did all the Cybermen episodes, which was about 35 or 40 days, it was an amazing experience. Little did I know that there would be more monsters, and they would get us back again and again to play all of these amazing creatures. So to date, I've actually been in 43 episodes, and fingers crossed, many more. Inside of a Cyberman costume can be a little bit claustrophobic. The costume consists of first us putting on pretty much a leotard, then there's a rubber undersuit that goes on, and then the limbs and the chest and the head are all made out of fiberglass. And it's, I think one of the guys, we were discussing about how heavy the Cyberman costume weighs, and one of the guys actually bought a pair of bathroom scales in and then got on the bathroom scales in the suit, and I think it weighed roughly around about 4 stone. The heads themselves were very close fitting, and they would click together, lock together, very tight to your face. Unfortunately, we couldn't breathe through the mouth because the mouth had a blue light in it. So when Nick Briggs was on set doing the lines for the Cybermen live, we had a little chin paddle on the inside, a little sprung chin paddle. So every time Nick delivered his lines, we would be inside the helmets, doing this, flicking the paddle, and the blue light would come on. So yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate. Breathing wise, we had to try and draw air in through the eyes. But after a couple of days of wearing it, you kind of got used to the restrictions, and I think probably the biggest thing or lesson to be learned in doing costume work is don't do anything unless you have to do something, because it does expel a lot of energy just walking around with a big heavy costume on. So unless we were actually shooting, it was literally a case of try and sit down and do as little as possible, because it will also generate heat as well. There's been many amazing things that have happened on set and amazing stories. Probably some of my best moments were with Peter Capaldi, because obviously he's a huge Doctor Who fan, so if we would turn up as a new monster, he would run on like a little kid and start taking pictures of us and getting very excited. But I did have quite an interesting experience when we were filming Return of Dr. Mysterio, where I played one of the half-headed drones, which my head was painted half green, and then they chroma keyed it out. And at the end of shooting, Peter came up to me and said, "Oh, I heard you were at a Doctor Who convention yesterday. What was it like?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was great." And I was like totally sidetracked and stumbled over Doctor Who is saying he heard that I was at a Doctor Who convention, and how did he find out about that? But it was actually the Regenerations convention, Carrier's convention in Swansea, and Lauren, who at the time was one of the runners, she actually came along to the convention as well. Got chatting to Peter the next day and told him what we did, but that was quite a little fun experience. Oh, I would love to be back on Doctor Who. Fingers crossed. Something may come up. Obviously, not allowed to talk about anything until it goes to broadcast. There's a couple of other things that I've been doing, but again, I can't really talk about it. But there's a couple of TV shows that I've done, and you will see the face. I won't be hidden behind the mask this time.